So this is it, a Yule's flower. They tell me this will make you strong. Here, eat it. Well, looks like it works. Nadia's the one who told me about the flower, and she's anxious to see you. Let's go to Yogd and thank her in person. What is it? You're getting better. Good. I'm happy to hear it.
I'm glad you could help the Chocobo. Well done, Light. So, what do you say? Why don't you saddle up and head for Rocky Crag?
Right. I need to know more about what's behind the story of the Great Chaos. And that means checking out that temple.
In the foothills near the temple is an isolated settlement called Polta. It's inhabited by disciples of the goddess Etro.
A whole village of heretics who've turned their backs on the Order.
Heretics they may be, but they aren't fanatics. They fled from persecution in the city. They only want to be left alone.
Then, I don't think they'll appreciate a stranger dropping by.
Well, you won't know until you go. Polta lies at the edge of Rocky Crag. I've been measuring your Chocobo's recovery. He's coming along well. He can leap further and higher than before. This means you'll be able to explore more areas of the wildlands. The Chocobo can now catch the wind when he jumps. You'll be able to reach more places than you could before. I think if his recovery continues, he'll be able to take you up that cliff and into the Temple of the Goddess.
Did you find Yule's flower? I want to see the white Chocobo again, one more time. Oh, it's all over for me.
Nadia, are you all right? What happened?
Que? Is that all you can say?
Oh, darn. I guess it didn't work.
You were just pretending to be sick? Why would you do that?
Well, it's kind of an embarrassing story, but we're friends now, aren't we? I used to live in Yusnan, but I had a big falling out with my family, and I ran away from home. Back in the city, I was treated like a princess. I just had to snap my fingers to get whatever I wanted. But that's not real living, is it? I got tired of that life. I wanted to fend for myself, survive by my own skill.
But you didn't realize just how hard that would be.
I lasted 3 whole days before I collapsed in the woods, weak from thirst. And that's when this little guy came along just in time. He must have been injured too, because he was holding a Yule's flower in his beak. I thought to myself, I'm going to die, but at least I'll have this beautiful Chocobo to watch over me as I go. But then, something even more incredible and beautiful happened. The Chocobo spoke to me, as clear as I'm talking to you now. Hang in there, he said. You mustn't die. At first, all I could do was stare in shock. But then, his words began to sink in. I realized he was trying to save my life. Anyway, right after that, some villagers found me, and they nursed me back to health. But I'm sure that I wouldn't have been alive when they found me if it wasn't for my little Chocobo.
Ah, you owe him your life.
Quack.
So that's what your little play acting was about. You thought if you could convince the Chocobo that you were dying, he might start talking to you again, like he did the first time.
Yep. I was trying to recreate the scene just like it happened, with the Yule's flower in the beak and everything. And to be honest, I could do with a Chocobo giving me encouragement again. Life has been getting me down. I thought if I could hear the Chocobo talk again, he might cheer me up like the last time. I know it's stupid. Chocobos can't talk. Oh, I guess it was just in my head that first time.
It's all right. You'll find what you're looking for.
What?
Don't turn around. You're searching for meaning to your life, and you're going to find it. I know you will. In fact, maybe you already have, if you really think about it. Sometimes you lose your way. Sometimes the going gets so steep you fall, but the path is always there in front of you. You just have to keep going.
Yes, you're right. It is there, and I do see it. Thank you.
Yes, what do you want?
I heard the Chocobo talk. You're going to find it. I know you will. Huh. That was a clever trick you pulled, young man.
Young man, I'm a girl.
You are? Sorry, I didn't realize.
Good grief, everyone's the same. No one ever looks at me. It's like when I helped Nadia. The first time, I mean. She saw the Chocobo, but she didn't see me on its back.
Aha. So that's what happened. It was you who spoke to her. She was half dead and delirious, so she thought it was the Chocobo.
She's read way too many fairy tale books. But I guess it was kind of good it happened that way. Thanks to that, she wanted to go on living. So you can't tell Nadia the truth, okay?
Okay, agreed. What you did was good, pretending to be a Chocobo and saying those things to her. She needed that. Wise words. Sometimes the going gets so steep you fall, but the path is always there in front of you.
Huh? I didn't say anything like that. What does it even mean? I just told her it's all right, or something like that.
Wait, really? You didn't give a little speech?
No, weird. Maybe you both imagined it. Or maybe they can talk.
Who's that child?
Remember, it's our secret. Don't tell Nadia that it was me who was talking to her.
You are telling me that his wings are not yet strong enough to bear you to the temple?
This village stands at the edge of the goddess's holy land. Only the chosen one has the power to cross over to the temple of the goddess.
Tell me, traveler, where did you come from? I sense something in you, a kind of strange power. Everyone who lives in this village worships the goddess Etro. Here, we are closer to her sacred presence than anyone else in the world. One day we shall leave our corporeal bodies and be summoned to her side. Here, we wait for that day. We have not always lived here. We come from Luxarian, Yusnan, and other cities that have since been swallowed by the chaos. But then, as now, the Order rule the cities. They preach that the God of Light, their almighty Benevelza, should be worshipped above all other gods. We defied them, and so we were persecuted. Some of my brothers and sisters took up arms and fought back against the Order. However, I and others like me abhorred the violence, so we came out here, seeking a peaceful sanctuary.
They say Etro is a... I cannot blame the fanatics for their deeds. We're all lost children seeking the truth.
Only the one chosen.
Only one person can enter.
I am a believer, awaiting the end. So, are you here because you desire to enter the sacred temple of the goddess? If death doesn't scare you, you're free to try. But you have been warned. Could that be? Is that the Angel of Legends? The White Chocobo! I am one of the believers, awaiting the world's end. And you are the bringer of the end. That creature with feathers of white will lead you toward your destined path. Now is the time. You must make your way to the temple. I will stand right here, praying for your safety and for your soul.
The Chocobo is fully recovered from his wounds. I think it's time, Light. Fate has brought you this far, and the Chocobo is ready to take you the rest of the way. Go to the temple. Find the source of the Great Chaos.
Look at the angels soar!
Your mission was to bring me here, to the gates of this temple, and you've completed that task. From here on in, I go it alone. What happens next is the Savior's job.
The Temple of the Goddess. It was not originally a part of this world, but was left here when Valhalla fell. Legends tell us that the Great Chaos sleeps within this temple's walls. It would most likely refer to the power that has destroyed this world.
The unseen chaos that has torn the world apart, and it was unleashed by one man, all because he wanted to stop time for a girl he loved. Caius Ballad. If only I could have stopped him earlier. But I didn't.
A presence appeared in the temple, and the chaos reacted to it. Is someone manipulating the chaos somehow? Or does it actually have a will of its own? The chaos in that temple is not the normal kind. That is obvious enough.
Who are you looking for? What are you trying to do? There are no souls here for you to save. Just dead people, waiting for the end to come.
I knew it.
You know nothing. You don't know what this place is. But I do.
It's a graveyard for the living dead. No one here seeks your salvation. We seek only oblivion.
So, we meet again, Caius Ballad.
It's been a while, woman who would be goddess. But you are no goddess now. You are a hunter of souls.
I thought you'd be dead by now.
Ah, death. Were it so. But they won't let me die. Instead, I must haunt these halls, a corpse living a life bereft of meaning. Savior, the temple of the goddess has become a shrine to chaos, a place for the dead. A world where the living dare not tread. But if they do, they must be ready to face the chaos.
Hey! When you're inside this temple, you're going to lose your powers. You don't belong here. You should leave while you can.
Are you giving me safety tips? That's not like you.
So, you're, going after him. You must really hate him. Though I guess he did destroy the world, right?
Light, are you okay? Respond if you can hear me.
I'm fine, but it was a long fall. How far down am I? Can you tell?
You seem to be on the lowest level of the temple. Give me a second to find a route out. That was an unpleasant surprise, though. To think that Caius was still alive. I wonder, why would that man be trying to use the great chaos to thwart God's plans now? The line is full of noise. It's interference from the chaos. And it's probably not too good for your health, either. This great chaos is incredibly dense. My instruments can't handle it. The readings are off the scale. I'm not picking up any signs of other threats. It's just chaos.
Just because you can't detect anything doesn't mean there's nothing lurking inside. In this chaos, I wouldn't trust your sensors to tell you what's going on.
You're probably right. It's not called unseen chaos for nothing. There are things that can't be seen by the eye or my sensors.
Yeah, even if you can't see it, I hope you can still track it. Keep me updated if anything seems to change.
You want me to track something I can't see? You must really think I'm a miracle worker. I'll do my best.